Hey guys, welcome in this course. We are going to learn JavaScript. JavaScript is the programming language of the web. Usually many people confused between Java and JavaScript, but there is a huge difference between Java and JavaScript. Java is a programming language which is completely dependent on IDE. That means if you want to run Java, then Java must be installed in your computer. Otherwise, you cannot run Java, and also need one IDE to run Java. And it is used for software development. Java also needs a compiler to run. Then only Java will work. But when we come with JavaScript, so JavaScript is a browser-based programming language. That means you do not require any kind of IDE and other software to run JavaScript. The only thing you require to run JavaScript is just a browser and a notepad. Most important thing about JavaScript that it is simple and easy to start. JavaScript works fine with any code editor. So let's see where to use JavaScript. JavaScript is used in bigger applications like Acrobat, Photoshop, and other popular applications. Also, JavaScript is a server-side programming language like Node.js and Google App Script. In order to get started with JavaScript, you should know HTML and CSS. Even if you know little bit of basics of HTML and CSS, also completely fine. HTML based on content structure, that means what you want to present on your screen, what you write on your page, that decided by HTML. CSS based on style, how you are going to present your web page, you can decide it by using CSS. JavaScript completely based on behavior, that means with the help of JavaScript, you can completely manipulate HTML and CSS. So, in order to learn JavaScript, you should know HTML and CSS. Now, once you know HTML and CSS, you are good to go with JavaScript. So, let's see how we can practically do this. Here you can see I have very simple HTML document. Here I use style for making my page some style, and I used heading tag. Heading tag is moving because I used a marker tag, and some paragraph tag and unordered list. In HTML, we use one opening tag and one closing tag. Like here I use paragraph tag and it should has one closing tag. And in unordered list, I also use one opening tag and closing tag. In the same way, we are going to add one opening and closing tag for our JavaScript. Here, what we are going to do that I'm going to make one simple alert box. What is alert box? Alert box is show a pop-up message on the page. So for writing JavaScript, we make one opening tag and closing tag named as script. Inside the script, we put our alert message. So here I write alert, and in the parenthesis I use double quote. You can use single quote, no problem. And inside the double quote I write hello world. So this is our first JavaScript statement, hello world. Once you complete with your code, then let's go to our browser, hit refresh, and when you hit refresh, then you can see that on page one pop-up message, and inside it you can see hello world is written. So this is our first JavaScript function. When it comes to JavaScript, there are some rules that we have to follow. Example, here you can see in the first one that we have created a simple alert message that we created in our file. Now what should you know that JavaScript is case sensitive. If you create capital A, it shows wrong. It does not show any pop-up message in the browser. So let's do. Here I write capital A, and when I hit refresh, it does not show me any alert box. So again I change capital A to small a, and now you can see that it again show me the pop-up message. So JavaScript is case sensitive. In JavaScript, statements are written in a single line. Example, here I have 3 statements, so I use multiple line to print these statements. In one I write hello world, in the two, in second two I write something else. In JavaScript is case sensitive but not white space sensitive. So in the parenthesis, if I put spaces, then it is completely fine. It does not show any error. In JavaScript, we can use comments. Use comment to declare something. We use comment to disable a line of code. In the first line, I use single line comment. Single line comment, we use forward slash. We can also apply multiple lines. So like this we can use multiple lines. Multiple line comment is used for multiple lines statement. So it disable all lines written under this. So use comment to prevent execution. As you can see in the HTML document, we write our script tag at the bottom section. So you can also write HTML tag in the head section. That is completely fine. Here I write at bottom section. You can write at top section also. But the thing you should know that placing a script at the bottom of the page improves the display speed, because script interpretation slows down the display. So it is good to declare your script at the bottom of the HTML document. Script can also be placed in external file. We would look external file script in the coming session. So write your script at the bottom of the page so it is increase the display speed.